Sorry. Oh, my ring?
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Hi.
We're the Gonzales gang.
What's up?
I'm Ian. This is my beautiful wife, Liesl. Our son's taking a nap back there. And we're gonna tell you a story today that has never been told. Never been told. I'm just kidding.
As you can see in the title, we were paid to diet for 8 weeks.
That's right.
We don't need to tell you how much. I don't think we can disclose that.
I know. It was only 6 figures.
I wish.
It was. Not even close. Was it even 4 figures?
It was 4 figures. We got paid 4 figures. Not 4 big figures, we'll just say 4 figures.
So in this video, we're gonna tell you our story. We got cast in this thing, in this diet, some pictures and videos of our progress throughout, what we thought of the diet, who the diet was for, because it is a well-known company.
Yeah.
And some of the, not drama, but some things that happened along the way and toward the end that was not cool. We didn't think was fair. But anyway, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it right now. Okay, so background.
So, if you don't know, I'm an actress. I'm in the industry. Stop.
I didn't know.
Get out of here. So I am on these platforms for like auditions and jobs and whatnot.
Yeah.
And stuff that my agent doesn't send me, sometimes I'm like, well, this seems easy. This seems like fun. But actually, like, if we go all the way...
You know the trash truck's gonna come. You know the trash truck is gonna
came.
come. Oh, did? Oh,
It
good.
did.
All right, let's do it. Let me get some chapstick real quick. This is my performance enhancing thing.
If we rewind it all the way back,
Okay.
so November 2019, we went to Verizon to go pick up his Apple Watch.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And we got stopped in the store to ask if we wanted to potentially audition to be in a Verizon commercial. And it was just kind of like, oh, what do we need to do? Sure. We got a call back. Then they wanted like a giant family. And so they were like, sorry, but we like you guys. And then they just
Yeah.
kind of kept us on their roster as, quote, a real family.
Yeah, like a real couple, real family.
Yeah.
And so they would occasionally reach out to us with little
Things if we
casting
were interested.
opportunities. Yeah.
And so they had reached out to me and said like, oh, would you be interested in going on a diet program for 8 weeks, yada, yada, yada. It pays this much. I told Ian, I was like, hey, like, do you want to fill this out? They sent it to me. Like, maybe we get picked and then...
There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no
Zero
way because we're not overweight at all.
But we were just like, like, what can it hurt? Like, I just have to fill out this form that's going to take not even 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Sure. We got an audition. And so it was kind of like,
Oh.
So
we did a Zoom audition.
we did a Zoom audition.
Where we basically just talked to this guy and
About, like, the kind of food we like.
kind of food we like to eat. What do we binge on? And what's the
Yeah.
kind of like, do you diet? And we're like, no, not really. Because
Yeah.
again, it was, quarantine. This was in
June.
June.
Or end of May. Something like that.
So, I mean, we had been going hard to get that quarantine 15. Really hard. And then we got a call back.
We got a call back, which we were like, okay.
And for the callback, now they actually made us like say lines like, come on, we can do this.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
Let's go.
Yeah, well, let's go. And so they're like, now I want you to turn around. This is exactly what it was. Okay, this is what we had to do. Let's go. Okay, all right, give me another one, but like more like you're hyping up your football team. Let's go! Right, that's what we did.
That's what we did. Even though they wanted real people, but they wanted us to act.
They wanted us to like act.
But my grandpa called us like twice during this Zoom call, and so I'm just like, we like in
Totally
my head,
wrecked our interview.
Yeah, in my head, I'm like, there's no way. Like this Zoom call got interrupted twice. We're not diet clientele.
Yeah.
We're not the target.
We're not
audience.
the target audience, no.
And so we're just thinking, okay, like, well, whatever. We gave it a week because I was like, well, if we're gonna get this, like, I don't want to go buy groceries.
That's true, because they were going to provide food for us
For the
the 8 weeks. Here's the food you eat. There was like a layout, a list. So basically we just follow that and track our progress.
Yeah. Let's give it till Wednesday, and then if we don't hear anything Wednesday, then I'll go get groceries.
Right.
And I'm taking a nap because that's what I usually do in the afternoon. And he comes in and shows me the email saying, like,
no way.
congratulations. And I'm like,
Oh, like, look what I just got. Congratulations.
Wait, what?
We're accepted into this diet. Now, luckily, like we said, it's June. So March, April, May, June. We've had 3 months of like really eating a lot of junk, like most of the world did, I think, during those.
but we didn't like, I don't want to say like we weren't big by any means. Like, I guess, okay, full disclosure. I hate when I watch these things and people are like, oh, I lost weight on it, or oh, I lost weight. I prefer my body to be around 106, 107. I just feel like that's the way my face looks best. I feel like I gain weight in my face, in my and like my hips and thighs, and that's where I carry my weight, and my pants fit a little differently. So I feel like I look best and I feel my best in clothing and on camera at like 106, 107. I'm 5'2". It's well within the range. I know I'm on the smaller side. So I think at that point I had gained, I think I got up to like 112, maybe 113.
Ooh.
And it's not like I'm 5'8", 5'9", and I gained 5 pounds, 6 pounds, where you have like all this length to make up for it. When you're 5'2", like that's a pretty significant difference in like the way your pants fit and everything. But I was still thinking like, there's no way, like I only want to lose 5 pounds. And we even said that. We had to say how much weight we wanted to lose.
And yeah, we had to see how much weight do you want to lose. We had to write it down like in their questionnaire.
Yeah.
And it's like, for me as a guy, I don't want to lose any weight.
Yeah.
I wanted to gain weight. I just wanted to lose body fat. But so I said 5 pounds. I want to lose 5 pounds.
We both said 5 pounds.
5
because
pounds.
that was realistic. And that's
it was realistic for us.
That's the amount of weight we had put on.
Yeah. So anyway, we get it. They say congratulations. They send us a giant cooler of food each, along with an additional cooler of like dried food and snacks and stuff. So we got to pick snacks.
I think we still have some of it. I'll show you guys.
Yeah.
So these are like these are the snacks. Well, this is a snack. Nutrisystem.
So it was Nutrisystem. They have a new diet, I guess, thing coming out 2021 this summer.
No, it's already out.
It's already out. So they were using people as basically test subjects. They were paying us to do it and see if it worked, what we like.
Yeah, casting for their new campaign / commercial, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, so we got the 2 boxes.
Yep. And they had a lot of different things in it. So as you can see here, it's not just pizza, it's thick crust pizza. There was a lot of good, delicious things to eat, but they're just smaller portions and they packed them full of fiber. They really did everything. Even the pizza's got like 7 grams of fiber in it. So they want to make sure it keeps moving.
Everything keeps you moving.
Yeah.
But the thing that was different about this current program versus like their other programs that they offer is it was more personalized. So what Ian could eat was different than what I could eat. And
right.
There were some other people that we were doing the journey with, like 30 other people, and like their meal plan looked different than my meal plan and his, and so on and so forth.
Right.
So we started the diet. This was our very first picture. We took this the week before we actually had to start the diet, and we just tried to pack on as much weight to make sure like it looked like our results were so drastic, because I'm just thinking like there's no way that we're gonna book this job. And then we got it, and so it's like, well, shoot.
Well, we got to make some sort of a transformation.
So these photos are not doctored, but this is us at, I would say, our quote worst.
It's the worst I've ever been.
Yeah, I was pregnant, so this isn't like the most I've ever weighed,
Yeah.
and even I think I weighed more in high school, but this is us.
For 8 weeks, every week we have to post photos, front side, back side, a video saying,
so that way
hey, this is us.
Yeah.
Do a 360.
So it wasn't just like, oh, these are photos, and you can like Facetune your photos and make yourself look bigger or smaller, but it's like, here's our actual bodies.
Yep, exactly. Really us. Week 1 was the hardest week because they really, really like shock your system.
Yeah.
They gave us like these protein shakes, but they're really like, we call them poop shakes because they just make you go. They really do. They have protein, they have nutrients.
They have probiotics, so it's like
fiber like crazy.
And we thought it was just us until somebody else in the group started the thread, because there was a Facebook group, so somebody else started a thread saying like, is anyone else going to the bathroom as much as we are?
So like the first 7 days, it was, I don't remember the exact diet, but it was very strict. Very little food. You got like one little Nutrisystem breakfast, a shake, a tiny lunch, and a tiny dinner.
Yeah, and a tiny snack. So you ate 5 times a day, but one of those times that you ate was a shake.
And you didn't just get to eat whatever you wanted.
No.
It was like something they provided or something that was sanctioned, basically. And so it was very few calories.
So your 2 snack, I mean, this is one meal, considered one meal, and you can eat as many vegetables as you want. It
looks big, but it's like this big.
Yeah.
And I noticed that all their meals, like lunch and dinner, hovered between 250 and 350 calories.
Yeah.
So you assume if you eat 3 heavy meals a day at 250 calories, right? That's 750 calories. And then a few hundred calories worth of shakes and snacks is like 1,000 calories.
We were on like 1,000 to maybe 1,100 calories
for that first week. For that first week. And which is crazy.
And obviously the more you weigh, the more that goes up.
Yeah.
So there were quite a few more people that weighed more than we did. So they lost a ton more in that first week than we did.
Yeah, they did great. We didn't lose hardly anything.
No. I think I lost like 1.5 pounds, maybe 2 pounds.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is one of the meals with, you put cheese on it, but this is like how big it is. Like the size, it's smaller than my hand. And then like, this is a snack. So we had 3 meals that looked like this, if not smaller. one snack.
Yeah.
That's like, I mean, tiny. It's 110 calories.
Yeah, it's
and
just
then
barely any Chex Mix in there.
one protein shake.
Yeah.
And that's what we survived on. And they say you can eat as many vegetables, like vegetables don't count.
Vegetables didn't count, so you could eat as many vegetables as you can.
But like you have to keep like the salt and the sodium low. When you can only eat vegetables, if you're not like vegetarian and you have to eat basically like steamed veggies, like you get sick of them pretty quickly.
You do. Even if you're hungry, it's almost like a gag reflex for me. Like at some point I was like, I'm so sick of just pounding vegetables. And I love vegetables.
We're not like,
oh man.
It's not like we went from just eating like strictly fast food and junk food to like eating healthy food. Like we did eat a lot of junk, but it's not like we went from eating 0 vegetables to like all of a sudden eating a ton. It was just we're trying to replace food with vegetables, and it's just like, ooh.
Yeah.
But then the next weeks 2 through 8, we could add more to our stuff. So we could add like an extra protein, like cheese, or like an extra chicken breast or whatever.
Yeah.
It was easier then, and I guess like let's show another progress photo.
So now we're 4 weeks in. Here's our progress photos from week 4. At this point, you can maybe speak on this too, but I start noticing changes week 4.
Yeah.
Like in the photo, especially if anybody's ever made a body transformation, you live with yourself, so you get used to seeing yourself.
Yeah.
But week 4, I could really tell the abs were coming in pretty strong. I was losing weight. Not that I really cared to lose weight, but I was losing weight.
I cared.
Yeah, you cared.
I looked better.
Yeah, I think we both did.
Yeah.
I was working out really hard too.
Mm-hmm. I was just working out.
Yeah. It pretty much got to be routine. Right? It wasn't really, it wasn't difficult anymore. It was just, this is what we do. My stomach felt so good.
Yeah. And the food is good.
And the food's good.
Like, I would say like 90% of the food is actually like really good. It's just, basically Nutrisystem is all about portion control.
Yeah.
And you find out very quickly just how big the portions are that you're eating.
Or how many calories are in a portion.
Yeah.
Like butter, oils, things that are really calorie dense.
Yeah.
You can really start adding up
avocado.
Those calories start adding up like crazy. So
it just makes you more aware. So it was really cool to like track and learn and just see exactly what you're putting in your body and how much. But I mean, like I had hamburgers on my menu and I had like lasagna and just all sorts of things.
Lasagna was good.
The lasagna was good.
It was good.
Fettuccine Alfredo, things that you think you can't eat on a diet, but you can. It's just portion control.
Yeah. So as we're going along this journey, as Liesl said, we're in a Facebook group. So we kind of like post and encourage each other and, hey, do your Nutrisystem shake like this. It tastes really good if you blend, whatever. All the while, every week, the Nutrisystem people were emailing us and saying, okay, we need a video saying this, we need 2 boomerangs and stuff like that. Because at the end, they're going to choose content for their Instagram page and they're going to pay us for as many posts as they use. So we're doing boomerangs, we're being creative with their snacks. Like, what's your favorite snack? Throwing it up in the air, boomerang style.
And they're loving it. Like, email us directly to say, like, we love what you're sending us. And so we're like thinking like,
yeah, they're like, Ian and Liesl, you guys rock.
Yeah.
Like we love your content. We love what you're giving us. This is incredible. So we're like, even if we don't get the commercial, they're gonna use some of our boomerangs and stuff.
Yeah,
so,
like they love it. They email us directly, not just like a mass email to say like, we love what you guys are sending.
Right.
So it's like week 6 and we're supposed to hear like who's going to make the commercial.
Yep.
I think before the journey happened, we were like, there's no way. But then it's kind of like, well, they're loving us.
Yeah.
They seem like they want to use our stuff. So I guess maybe we got chosen because we don't look like your typical diet target market. Maybe they're trying to go for someone who just wants to cut a few pounds and just show like, okay, if you do this, you'll look like this at the end of 8 weeks.
And I thought it was pretty plausible because here, take a look at our this is our week 1 and our final week. I just want to show them, like, this was the transformation that we made. I'll show both of our pictures that they're looking at. And, you know, we did pretty good. I mean,
really good,
I mean, we cut down pretty good. So like Liesl was saying, we're thinking maybe they're like, hey, we could target a new audience here. People who are maybe not obese, but who are regular, who just want to look like really athletic or something like that.
Because to be honest, like I wouldn't do Nutrisystem or any diet.
I wouldn't either. No way.
Unless like I said, oh, so you mean this person went from this to this? Cool. Like maybe that's what I want to do.
Right. Exactly.
And so we thought maybe that's what they wanted.
So it comes around time toward the end of the diet. They're going to be
making selections,
emailing people, letting us know yes or no.
But then communication around like week 7 starts to. They were super communicative, and then all of a sudden, like, they just weren't.
Yeah, and this is where it kind of started going downhill. Now they weren't responding to us.
To any email.
They weren't giving us feedback.
Yeah.
I had long hair. I was about to cut my hair, but I was like, ooh, if I get picked for the commercial, I don't know, maybe they want my hair long. So I emailed them like, hey, just in case I get picked, you don't have to tell me. Would you care if my hair is short, or should I keep it the same? Nothing. Okay, fine. Sent them another one. Nothing. Sent them an email about something completely unrelated.
Yeah.
Didn't respond. So we're like, okay.
But then they would come and like stuff like in the Facebook page.
Yeah, they kind of just ghosted us. Now it comes time for selections, and people are posting on Facebook like, yeah, I got selected, or I didn't get selected. They emailed me, let me know that I can't. And we haven't heard anything. So we're like, oh, okay, well, maybe they haven't gotten to us yet. Maybe they're going alphabetical order. I don't know. Long story short, they never told us anything.
Nothing.
We reached out. They didn't email us to let us know, yes, we chose you. No, we didn't choose you.
Like, are you going to use any of our stuff?
Nothing, yeah. And so, which I don't care. Yeah. I just want to let us know because you said you would.
That's true.
That's how I just felt kind of disrespected about it.
And like what Ian was saying, he tried to email about the haircut. So basically, whatever you look like going into a job, going into an audition, you want to look like your headshot, or you want to look the same. So it was just kind of like, even though we're real people, like we still want to respect the casting decision.
Yeah.
So it was just like, he wants a haircut. Like, can he get a haircut? Yes or no? It's just a simple question. No harm, no foul. We just want to know, as opposed to just being like strung along.
And I don't want to seem like we're complaining here. It's just that this happened over the course of a few weeks.
Yeah.
Toward the end, where they just would not respond to us, but then they go in the Facebook group and like posts. So we're kind of like, hey, how come, did we do something wrong? Or
like we still got paid for it.
But if we would have gotten the commercial, it would have been a like much bigger,
4 or 5 times as much for both of us.
Much bigger payday. We really needed it at the time.
Yeah.
We were kind of like, oh wow, this is a great opportunity. It comes at a perfect time. You know, we're right in the middle of COVID. We're like living with your mom.
Yeah.
It's just a lot of things were going on, and nothing. So it was interesting. But we learned some valuable information, obviously, about nutrition, calories, portion control. Really got to see what we could do if we just restricted calories.
Yeah. And restricted it in the proper way. I had tried to lose like a couple pounds here and there, but I mean, I was like cutting out so much stuff. And it's like, you really can't crash diet. Like, I would for sure recommend Nutrisystem or something like it. I don't know what like the other diets look like, but I felt like it wasn't like, I didn't feel like I was missing anything. So I never felt the need to binge on something. Any other time I've tried to like diet and cut out carbs or cut out, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
I just find myself like reaching for a bag of chips the next day, or just I don't know, just going crazy.
And it's really difficult if you're going to diet on your own. You have to plan. You have to research and plan. You got to know exactly what you're putting into your body, what you're cooking with, how many calories. Like, you need to know those things. Otherwise, you are going to be like so many of us when you think you're dieting, but you're actually not. So for that alone, it really takes the guesswork out.
Yeah.
If you're just looking to diet, cut your calories, not have to think about it, but not eat like just straight up chicken breast and vegetables or something like that.
I recommend it.
I would recommend it too.
The food was good.
The food was good. The results were good.
And it took the guesswork out. You knew exactly how many allotted calories you had a day to meet your goal of whenever that was. And we reached our goals. Yeah. And it was cool to see that it's not something that can happen overnight, that it really is like a journey. And it's like, wow, if I really want to achieve a certain body look, it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks.
And stay consistent with it. Because like I said, we went through like 1, 2, 3 weeks and I was like, I'm not really noticing much of a difference, even though it was happening.
And since
stick with it and it will one day you're going to wake up and be like, whoa, where'd those abs come from? Or something like that.
And since we weren't like overweight, we weren't seeing the same drastic results that they were seeing. So it was kind of like discouraging, like, man, like I'm really not seeing anything. And then week 4, it was just all of a sudden like week to week to week. It's like, whoa, this is cool.
So there it is. We got paid to do a diet. It worked. I lost 10 pounds. I wouldn't want to lose 10 pounds again. I would like to replace the body fat maybe with some muscle mass, but
I think I lost like realistically 8 or 9 pounds, 8 pounds, because I drank some extra water to get myself up to 115. So I did lose like 8 pounds, which, I mean, a pound a week, that's probably ideal, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's healthy
That's
loss, healthy weight loss. So that's our story. Do Nutrisystem if you're looking to, do this diet. We would recommend it, even though they didn't choose us. We're not getting paid by them. They ghosted us. Nutrisystem, why'd you ghost us like that? At least let us know. Yes or no. Anyway, it was great. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. We're going to start another diet here. I am going to start another diet here soon, just because I need to get shredded.
Yeah, you are ripped.
Thanks.
Anyway,
that's our story.
we hope you like this video. We hope you like our faces. If you would like to see more of our faces, like, comment, subscribe, share, ring the bell.
Yes.
And as always, be blessed. Don't stress.